Alright, anybody watching, welcome to the stream. I'm gonna fuck around, work on some songs for Phase 3. We're gonna listen to them. There's so far two like interlude tracks, not a lot going on. There's gonna be like dialogue going on during those. And then we're just gonna be listening to the other ones I have. If you're unfamiliar, all my releases on Spotify so far, the instrumentals, I've released them in phases. And I've made like videos on YouTube of like the phases, like long videos to listen to. But phase three is going to be a little different. It's going to be the birth of Mori, and I'm going to start a dialogue, like a story, going through the phases. So phase three is birth. Phase one was germ. Phase two was seed, and we're talking about sacred geometry. So it goes germ, seed, and then I guess I kind of jumped out of the sacred geometry and just went to birth. Then we're gonna go from there. But so far I have 6 songs that might potentially be on. I don't know if I would call it an album, but we're gonna go through, listen to those. Tried to stream last night, didn't work out, so I apologize about that. Um, and yeah, eventually I'm probably gonna have to shit, so keep that in mind. We're gonna go ahead and start listening to some shit. This first one is gonna be the intro to the whole thing. It's a birth. I use some interesting sounds off YouTube. So one is like the inside of a potentially what a baby would hear inside the womb. There's some kicks replicating, I guess, a heartbeat, rather fast heartbeat. That's babies' heartbeats are a lot faster. Um, some piano. I think I did a chord progression, like for the Fibonacci sequence. So I think it's a 1, 2, 3, 5. Maybe it's not on this song. Maybe it's just Welcome Home, Maury, but we'll see. You can see right here at the end, this is a birth, but you'll hear it. You'll hear it. See how it goes so far. I don't have any of the dialogue on here yet, so keep that in mind. I still need to find people to do like voice acting or whatever for the dialogue. So, uh, like I'm trying to tell a story. It's not like a superhero story, but it's not going to be like it's going to be, I guess, along the lines of Mori. Mori is a superhero. Um, Beginning is going to be kind of insinuating that it's a reincarnation event, like they're waiting on Mori to be reincarnated. Um, the black and white. So the reason I did that is I think it's an Indian like religions. I'm not sure if you would really call it religions, but their beliefs, the first colors you see are like black and white, and then in your infancy you'll see red and yellow. So at the end there, when he says it's yellow and red, it's basically showing that like Maury is coming into consciousness early, like before normal people would, like insinuating he's being reincarnated, he's aware of it, and he remembers who he is while still in the womb. He's birth is given, and then yada 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 yada. Just kind of push this narrative that he is special, basically. And I'm also trying like ambience and stuff like that. I'm really trying to work on that, and like my intros, outros, doing like interesting stuff with that. So through this project, hopefully it's noticed and seen the work that I'm trying to do with the intros and outros, making it interesting for everybody to listen to. But that should be the first track. The second track should be this, Welcome Home Maury. So in the beginning, you'll hear footsteps. It's somebody walking into a house. The dialogue here is just pretty much going to be Welcome Home Maury, spoke from the mother. Whoever I eventually have voice act as the mother. And these characters are going to be frequent and through all 4 phases. So I'm trying to plan this out. This is probably going to be like at least the next 5 years of my life is these projects. I think there's going to be 4 in total. So it's going to go, this is 3, it's going to go to 6. Ooh, start on 3 and then end on 6. Yeah, that kind of works, huh? Some Nicholas Tesla shit. 369 was like the special numbers, right? Anyways, here's track 2, what should be track 2, Welcome Home Maury. This one is already mastered, so this should give you an idea of a finished product. I've listened to it in the car. To me, it sounds good. So if anybody's listening and has any quarrels or maybe things that they think I should adjust or fix, let me know. Don't listen to it with Mixer Brain, though. Please don't. I intentionally tried to do as little mixing on these as I could to keep them like raw, or mostly raw. It's not really raw if it's synthetic instruments and shit, but real quick, another thing about this one that I did is the chord progression is the Fibonacci sequence. So we're in F sharp minor, which has its own, F sharp has its own significance, but it goes 1, 2, 3, 5, and 1, 2, and 3. So that's the Fibonacci. 1 plus 1 is 2, 2 plus 1 is 3, 3 plus 2 is 5. And then you'll have these melody notes right here, these accents or top melodies. It goes 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like the rhythm of it is not only is it like counting, but the rhythm is the Fibonacci as well. I guess that's how it is. I probably sound like a fucking madman talking about this, but I tried really hard to put these little details in the songs, just to make it interesting. Hopefully sometime down the road people will notice it and be like, oh, that's really cool. Anyways, let's get into the song. so that's the first song of the should be the first song of like the album or whatever you'll have it. Probably I guess the mixtape, but um I really like it. I think the little pads that I added in, well, it's a pad vocal, but I think there's some adjustments on these. Yeah, I definitely, as soon as man, I remember making this and I hit that pad and I heard it and I said, fuck, that sounds cool. So I started like, hitting it, chopping it right there, those short notes and stuff, and it just, man, it sounded so fucking cool. Um, and then when it hits the halftime right here where everything kind of slows down, I put some shaper box right here on these drums where it's like whoosh, like I love that shit. I think it sounds so cool. Terrible at performing that noise that it makes, but yeah. So that's song 2, and then here's where we kind of. I think it's gonna be like the intro, dialogue, song, dialogue, song, and then finished with a dialogue. So it should only be like a 5 or 6 song mixtape. Because like I want it to be about music, but I don't want to take away from like the textures and these like little stages, I guess, that I'm setting up. And you'll hear on this one, you'll hear what I'm referring to, like the ambience, the feeling that I'm trying to bring, even in the background of the dialogue. And again, the story for me is going to be the most important part. Not only showing like my abilities to sample these things, because most of these songs are going to be sampled from songs from my childhood, and you're going to hear that here in these next 2 songs or 3 songs, that they are sampled from songs that, if you're my age, we grew up with. So, but let's listen to this. This is going to be another dialogue one. Um, if anybody watched Avatar: The Last Airbender, there's a part where it talks about Aang when he was a kid, and they do a test on him, and he chooses a certain toy, and that's how they realize that he's the Avatar. Is that he chose like a certain item that the Avatar is like known to choose, I guess. Um, and that's kind of what this is going to be depicting, where they're like, okay, this is Mori. So there's going to be the parents, the mother, the father, and then there's going to be like a. In the beginning of the whole thing, I want him to seem like more of a cult leader, like a bad guy. But then he's going to be seen as a good guy because it is true. Mori is being reincarnated and yada yada yada. But that's what this beginning section is, and then there's going to be dialogue through the end of it about the reincarnation of Mori. Like I said, this is just going to be a short little dialogue piece and the whole thing. Um, Interesting enough, this little instrument you hear down here, the kalimba, is actually is actually my. Is it mine or my daughter's? Because I have a kalimba as well. I think it was my daughter's kalimba that I used. But yeah, it's a little cute sound, and since I'm using it as a like an audio clip, I can do the little bends and stuff on it. Note bends. It sounds really nice. I like it. And then the bass up here, this is kind of sneak peeking, giving you a sneak peek into some of the songs that I've sampled, because this bass line is from Unwell by Matchbox 20. You know that song. And speaking of that song, the next song is called Hallucinations. Now, the reason it's called Hallucinations is something from my childhood. But this is sampling Unwell by Matchbox 20. And this is probably one of my favorites that I've done so far. And we will get into that in a moment once it loads. There we go. So a lot going on here in this track. So these sampled parts, the main like sample up here is Unwell by Matchbox 20. It's chopped, moved around a bunch, and then halftime, some EQ on it. I believe that's the extent of the mixing that I did. Yeah, so we got RC20 Pro Q, so some EQ, and then Shaper Box, which is the halftime. So I got Mellotron going on here, some bells and stuff. They're really cute. We've got the bass line right here for it. I got a nice drum loop from Splice. Vocal samples from the song right here. All these are vocal samples. And then tons of effects going on, some automation going on down here. So we'll get into it.
Am I hallucinating all of this?
Sorry. Yeah, so that's probably my favorite one that I've done so far as like intro. I love how it comes in. Um the outro, it doesn't seem like a lot of work, but it takes time to find something like that I really like, and I love the way that it exits. You lose all of this energy as we're going, and there's something about the last line being "pretty soon they'll come to get me," and how it ends. It feels like it does feel a little crazy, like like you're losing it. You're going bonkers, you know? So yeah, bass line, vocals, drums, love it all. There's something else I was gonna say. Hopefully you see anybody watching sees like the effort that I'm putting in specifically on like outros, intros, and stuff like that. The intro on this one isn't anything insane, but um, I do think it comes in really clean. Like it comes in and it hits that. There's an emotion in this song that I adore. Like I love it. I absolutely love the emotion that I feel when I listen to this. Especially that the main sample. Like when it hits that the last note, like that last bar, I don't know, that fucking dark note that it hits, like it touches something, dude. It hits something in my stomach when I hear that shit. Oh, anyway, so we'll move on. Um this one is Without You. Absolutely love the way that this ends. So the outro of this one I think is cool as fuck. Um I'm gonna let it loop back to the beginning of the song because it's like super, like it's just very interesting how it loops with the effects that I put on it. So this song is sampling Here Without You by Three Doors Down. It's just the guitar. There's a vocal sample right here that was a part of the sample that I pulled out of the song. The beginning of the song, he says 100 days, 100 days of me, but he says the 100 before the loop starts again for the guitar. It's not a loop because it's not like hip hop, but anyways, I pulled that vocal out and I turned it into like a little vocal sample. The drums I like some scratches going on. I probably won't play the entire song because it's just practically more or less the same thing looped for the beat. But I'll play the beginning and then we'll go to the end of it so you can hear how it loops back around because it does sound pretty cool, in my opinion. Alright, so now I'll just bring it to the end here and you can hear the effects and how it loops. Yeah, so that outro, I love it. Sounds like something's about to break, and I love it's like a fucking tension before it. Obviously, you're not gonna listen to the song just looping, so not many people are probably gonna hear that loop back to the beginning of it because it when it it hits that breaking point, that effect is initiated at the beginning of the song too, so it sounds like it's perfectly looping. But I feel like that's gritty, and it's like it's rough to hear. It sounds like something's breaking, and then you also have like these keys that come in on the song, and they're also very like gritty and very like broken to listen to. It definitely adds something to the track, in my opinion. Really like that one. The outro on that one is by far my favorite part, and I hope I can replicate that going into whatever interlude is gonna follow it. I'd like for it to hit that loop into that interlude too, so people can feel what this looping feels like. Because I know that people aren't gonna listen to this looping, so I'd like for the next track to start the same way, so it can have that continuation. I guess would be the word. All right, now this song is sampled "You Found Me" by The Fray. So there's some kind of creepy reverse vocals thrown in there that I put in there. Um, and I think it's just the main melody is sampled from it. The rest of it I did myself. Some hi hat loops, and then the outro on this one is, I think, pretty good too. Another little broken one, but let's go ahead and play it. I just finished this one last night, I think. So I haven't listened to that in the car yet. I think I heard some probably issues if you're listening on the phone. I can definitely hear some things that might be problematic. Oh, definitely need to do some saturation on the bass. You probably couldn't hear the bass from your phone, more than likely. And I can hear some things clashing even in stereo. So yeah, there might be some adjustments I need to make to this one here. But yeah, and that's what I have so far. One, two, three, four, five, 6 songs. So I'm probably I want to make. I need 4 interludes. I don't know. So I have 4 interludes. I've already documented or set the stage for the all the phases, like what happens in each interlude. I think I needed 4 or 5. So that's interlude, song, interlude, song, interlude, song. That's 3 interludes so far. Song, interlude. I need 7 in total. So I'll probably try to make probably 10 or 11 tracks. And then once I hit like 10 or 11, probably go and look and say, okay, this looks fun. These songs are going to go on it. These won't. Maybe do like a deluxe edition or something with them on there. But yeah, once I do there's 11 tracks, then I got to find people to do the voice acting for the project. So that will be fun. All right, so there's a beat I made last night that was definitely a little unique for me. I usually don't make stuff like this, so we're gonna listen to it. If it's trash, uh, you know, keep it to yourself. Because if it's trash, I'll probably hear that it's trash. There wasn't much mixing done on it, but let's take a listen to it. I think it's fun. I think it's a fun beat. I think it's fun. Yo, so this is actually airport like noise. People in an airport. I did all kinds of effects on it to make it sound like that. Not, I thought that was pretty creative. I definitely found myself in a creative mood last night. Oh, hold on. I got lightheaded doing that. Oh, fuck. Anyways, so if you're on a phone, I don't know how that sounds because I still got to do everything in mono and shit. I really should have been adjusting levels in mono anyways, but dude, I think that's hype as fuck. What I'm hearing right now, dude, I fucking love that shit. That bass, woo woo, that shit. Man, yeah, it was like harsh at first, but once I went in there and I added some like dynamic EQ and was cutting that shit, ooh, I think that's shit. It's cute. It's a cute fucking. It's a cute little beat. I think so. There's space on it. There's a lot going on, but there's space. Yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. Here's another beat when I made it. I really fucking love it. Gives me a Kanye vibe. I think there is an adjustment I needed to make with the bass. I put it in mono, like down the center, but I actually think this one needs some wide bass, man. It needs to be a little wider. So yeah, but gives me Kanye vibes, some Kanye vibes for sure. Hopefully you guys can agree and enjoy it. Maybe I'm wrong with the Kanye thing, but I like it.
Ayo, Maury.
Dude, I fucking love that beat. Love it. Such a good beat. To me. Hopefully you guys like it too. Yeah. Gives me Kanye vibes like crazy. In the second part of the verse, when those little pings come in, I played those by hand, so they're like crazy offbeat. But dude, it puts that feeling like right here of like I don't know how to explain it. Like you're fighting, like you're trying to get out of whatever you're in. So it evokes a lot of emotion. That bass, I have it layered. It's two bass layers. It's so the first one is the high end, the wah, and then I got a sub bass under it. And I'm struggling. I'm battling a little bit between the two. Just because I'm having, I guess, a little bit of issue with on the phone getting that top bass to stand out, but also keeping some of the low end in that because I like it wide. The other one I do not like it like wide end at all, and I feel like it needs to be wide. Like that bass when it comes in on that chorus, I feel like it just needs to. You need to feel it, but also the high end you need to. It needs to be not just a feeling. You need to be able to hear it out here. But on the phone, I want to be able so people can hear it through the phone speakers as well. So there's some saturation, but if I'm adding too much saturation, it starts clashing with some of the other things, like the bells. They were getting kind of tucked away too much when I was like really heavily saturating the top end of that bass. But man, this beat. Really like it. I'm gonna give it one more play because I really fucking like this beat. Love it.
Ayo, Maury.
Here's a beat that I was working on last long stream I did. Quentin Fry, I need to send this to you. If you're watching this, then you just need to you can always sidechain your vocals to like the vocals that are going on in this if they're still too loud for you. I think I got them worked out pretty good to where you should be able to rap over it. But this is another one I really like. The intro, I put some lo-fi on it, some like bit crushing, so it sounds pretty neat. And this one's just, if you're watching, please listen to this. I think it's very beautiful, very sweet beat. But yeah, that one's just a very pretty beat. If you've ever listened to FKJ, yeah, it's FKJ, amazing artist. That piano that's in there just kind of gives me FKJ vibes. He makes such just sweet, beautiful music, and definitely nowhere close to his skill level. But those pianos right there, I love him with that. Vocals too, the chops. I mean, look at all those chops I did. I'm an idiot because easily I could have put this in Serato sampler or something and chopped those up, but instead, I think I used one at FL Studios. You can go into these and do a chop right here where it chops it for you. I think I did stutter one. No. I just did a pattern, I think breakdown. And it sounded close to what I wanted. I moved some things around and then I was like, that's it. That's what I want right there. So, yeah, and then I think I did some like moderate effects on this, some shaper box kickstart. I think it's reversing a little bit, but I love it. It sounds like a tape spinning or something, you know. That one gives me. Again, I've made some fucking beats lately that really put a feeling in my chest, and I love that. Let's see, Long Days I think was another good one I did. The other ones are works in progress for sure. If you're watching the stream right now, when it's over, I would recommend watching the beginning of the stream because I go through and talk about Phase 3, so my next set of releases. Phase 3 is Birth, the first two was Germ, Seed, and now Birth. And these last 4 phases of these projects, probably going to be 5 years, are going to be a story. So the story is about Mori, and each phase is going to be a chapter of like Mori's life. And I'm trying to get some voice actors, dialogue, and stuff in the songs. And it's just going to be a story told over the next 5 years. Kind of like a comic book style, but obviously not in a comic book. Think MF Doom and MF Doom's music, how some of his stuff was. And yeah, I showed 6 songs at the beginning of the stream that are going to be in it. 2 of them are interludes and dialogues. But I would go back and listen to it. I still got some work to do. Still got to find voice actors for it, but it's probably going to be the next 5 years of work for me, and hopefully it's going to like define what I do as a producer. So if you haven't, go back, listen to that. Aaron, Superman, I love you, dog. Come back to second shift, please. Hurry up. But yeah, so that's an hour in. We've listened to all my current projects and the stuff I'm really loving right now. By the way, if you're a producer watching this on YouTube, Kick, Facebook, DJ Pain 1, I don't know if he still has the sale going on, but his drums are Awesome. I got a deal for like $50, I think, for all of his kit. Well, not all of his kits, but a uh, certain certain ones. But yeah, damn that hurt. One, two, three, four, five, and six. Fucking great drum kits. Like a lot of cool samples. This came from it. Sample on this. The drums came from it. Yeah, like it a lot. So I would recommend going and getting that drum kit because there's a lot of hard hidden drums in that motherfucker. Anyways, let's start a song. I'm gonna go to Splice because I had an idea in my head earlier, and it started with static. So we gotta find some static. Finding the key of stuff is a pain in the ass sometimes because everything says that this is A minor except for there's an F sharp playing. So F minor or A minor doesn't have any sharps or flats. It's just all like white keys. You can see it right there. But there's an F sharp playing in the first chord that's played in that texture piece. So I don't know what exactly I'm probably just gonna rock with A minor because that's the closest. I know you can work out of the scale, anybody who knows music theory in there, but I am not a music theorist. I don't know shit about music theory. I know a little bit, but yeah, I'm not gonna purposely go out of scale because I just, unless it sounds good to my ears. But we're just gonna rock with A minor. All right, everybody. That was a cute little beat. I'm gonna use the bathroom. There's somebody playing fucking loud. Ugh, loud music outside. I can hear their bass, and I can't tell what's going on in my song or what's going on in theirs. Before I end the stream, we're gonna listen to this one real quick again, cause dude, I love this one. It's so cute. It's a cute beat. Like it's cute. It goes hard, but it's cute at the same time. So we're gonna listen to this. I'm gonna let it loop a few times. I'm gonna end the stream. Facebook, Kick, YouTube. If you watch the stream, thank you. It means a lot. If you're watching now, go back and watch the beginning once it on Facebook once it pops up. But I talk about phase 3, my next project, how important it is, and the details behind it, because there is a lot of details. So if you're interested, go back, listen to that. Again, anybody who watched, thank you. Anybody who liked the stream, thank you. Anybody who commented, thank you. Thank you guys so much. I will be streaming again. I'm not sure if it'll be music or I'm a game a little bit, but yeah, I'm gonna take an hour break because my back's killing me.